Hey guys, what's up? It's Hope, and I'm here to bring you my week 45 post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on July 1st, 2013 at Christus St. Elizabeth Hospital in Beaumont, Texas, with Dr. Jerome Schraps as my surgeon. My starting weight, my highest weight ever recorded, was 330 pounds. The day of surgery, I was 306. Last week, I came to you weighing 194, finally in Wonderland, and this week, I'm actually 195. So that is a 1 pound gain from last week, and I will talk a little bit about why I think that happened a little later on in the video. And so that is 135 pounds from my highest weight ever recorded, and that is 111 pounds since the day of surgery. So 111 pounds in 45 weeks, which I feel like is really crazy, amazing, fantastic. I am still so excited about how far I've come. I am most certainly not going to let a 1 pound gain shadow the fact that I have come so far. I'm the healthiest I've ever been in my whole life. I feel amazing. I finally feel like I'm alive and I'm living, and that pound definitely has no power or can take that feeling away from me. So I'm not going to let it get in my way. This past week, I've definitely struggled, probably more so this past week than I have in quite some time, and I will go over a little bit why I've struggled so much. So this past week has been difficult in the fact that I feel like I'm having a really hard time getting full. I feel like I need to eat all the time. I guess the foods that I am eating are not keeping me full, or I guess I'm still having a hard time trying to differentiate between head hunger and stomach hunger. And for the longest time, I didn't really have any issues with head hunger. You know, I just ate because I knew I was supposed to, and I made sure and track everything that I was eating. But this past week has been tough, and it's just, I don't know. I've been out of Quest bars for the last couple of weeks, and I'm trying not to blame all of that on the fact that I don't have Quest bars right now. But when I was eating a Quest bar every morning for breakfast, I wasn't hungry like this. It's just, they're just full of fiber, and I felt like they were keeping me full for a really long time. And you know, ever since I've been out of them, I've kind of felt this way. So I've been trying to find alternatives. I just haven't been able to get to the store to get the Quest bars. I typically buy them from GNC or Vitamin Shop, and I just haven't had the time. We've been really busy, and so it's been hard not having them, because I did get to the point where I really relied on them, getting my protein in and getting, you know, making sure I was eating lots of fiber, and I have been out of them, and I don't know, just struggled so much with that this past week. Just feeling like I need to constantly eat something, and so the goal this week has been, when I felt that way, to make sure I had really good choices around me. Make sure that when I felt like I needed to eat something, when I felt like I was hungry to the point where I needed to eat something, that I ate something that was healthy for me, whether that be grapes or bananas, or, you know, another protein bar that I had found. I found the Nature Valley protein bar. 10 grams of protein, the peanut butter dark chocolate. It's 190 calories. The stats on them are not as good as Quest bars, but I pretty much was taking what I could get, and I got them from a regular grocery store. And I was just making sure something like that was around me, so that way when I felt like I needed to eat something, that it was going to be a good choice. It was going to be something that was really good for me. Y'all know I'm very strict on my diet. I don't eat any sort of crap junk food at all. I don't eat any sort of pasta, rice, potatoes, bread, any sort of carbs like that. And so that has been a struggle this week, because I felt like I needed to eat all the time. So I don't know where that is coming from, but I wish it would go away because it's been a struggle. And I've struggled this week with tracking my food in MyFitnessPal too. It's just, you know, I was doing so good. I've tracked my food from the very beginning, and now, you know, I've just been struggling with that too. And maybe that has something to do with the gain. Just not, especially because I've had so much hunger this week, or what I thought was hunger. I haven't been tracking as good or as much as I should have been, I guess. So maybe that's why I gained a pound. But on the days that I did track all of my food, I mean, I ate more calories in one day this week than I have in a very, very, very long time. I think in one day I got like 1,400 calories in, which is crazy. I have not had that many calories in my system since way before surgery. And typically I stay around the 1,000 to 1,100 calories in one day. And it was just, I remember looking at that going, wow, I cannot believe I consumed that many calories today. But you know, that just really proves that this surgery really is just a tool. I mean, this surgery is not going to magically fix you and make everything that you struggled with before your surgery go away. You really have to be determined to make really good, healthy choices. You have to always, you know, put your health and your nutrition first and really try and make sure that you're making really good choices. And that has been something that I have definitely done this week. Super proud of that though. You know, pre-op had been, you know, on a diet or going through something like this, I would have just given up and just ate crap and just been done with it. And I've really been struggling this week with that, you know, whole hunger thing. And I've always made sure that I had something, you know, really healthy for me, you know, next to me or around me, so that way the urge to eat crap food wasn't there. I knew it wasn't an option. There are so many foods that I said goodbye to before my surgery, and I've talked a little bit about this, but I'm an all or nothing, and you know, that's just who I am. That's how I am. I've been on diets pretty much my whole life, and I know, and I knew in the beginning, if this is going to be as successful as I wanted it to be, then I was going to need to get really serious about my nutrition and about the choices that I was going to make available to myself. And I have a lot of foods that I just don't eat anymore at all. I said goodbye to them before surgery. And so just making sure I always have really good choices around me has been the definite key this week. And I think that's probably why I only gained a pound. I didn't gain more, if I'm being honest. It's just been a struggle this week. Some foods I had this week were, of course, string cheese. Y'all know I love that. I had some almonds this week, popcorn, still eating a little bit, not as much as I was. I got to where I was eating it like every day, and this week I only had it like a couple days. But I found this, I wanted to show y'all the bag. It's a Smart Food popcorn. It's the white cheddar kind. I actually got it from the dollar store, but this is what it looks like. Smart Food white cheddar. It's gluten-free, 100% whole grain. For 1 ounce, it's 160 calories, 14 grams of carbs, 2 of which are fiber, and then 3 grams of protein. It's actually really delicious, and I had that a couple days this week, so I wanted to make sure and share that with y'all. What else did I have? Oh, something else that I've had this week. I talked about this in my food haul video. It was actually the little real thin, it kind of looks like a bun, but there's people doing some tree work behind me. I hope y'all can, chainsaws or whatever. Anyway, I hope y'all can hear me. Anyway, so it came in like a bun pack, and then for a top and a bottom, it's 100 calories. And I actually bought them to make pizza one night, and I haven't done that. But one night, or a couple nights this week for dinner, what I did was I took those and I toasted them in the toaster, and I spread like a tablespoon of peanut butter on it just for some added protein, and I sprinkled a little bit of slivered almonds on top just for some added crunch and some more protein. And I ate that a couple nights this week for dinner, and it was super delicious. Another thing I want to talk about this week is I did increase my carbs. I watched a couple videos this past week, and I did some research online where it talked about maybe increasing your carbs could help with some your loss increase. So I hoped to be able to do that this week, and I increased my carbs. Obviously it did not help in the loss department, but I don't know if that really has anything to do with my carbs or just the fact that I just needed to I felt like I needed to eat all the time. So I'm going to be playing with my nutrition over the next couple of weeks, really trying to see what works and what doesn't. I'm really focused on, you know, my diet, and really try to be more accountable, making sure I'm putting everything into my fitness pal. It is super important for me, and so I started this morning making sure I put everything in there to really be accountable. And so just lots of struggles this week, guys. I mean, that's life. That's part of the journey. The journey is definitely not all rainbows and happiness every time you turn around. You know, there are really good things about the journey, and of course I'm still experiencing, you know, NSVs left and right, and my life is completely different, and I could not be more grateful for where I am. But I am human, and I have definitely struggled a lot this week. So this week is a brand new week. I'm facing it head on. I'm going to really try and get all this crazy hunger stuff under control, and really try to focus on if it's head hunger, if it's real hunger, and just always make sure I have really good choices around me, so that you know, no matter what I'm putting in my body, it's good for me. So a pound gain this week. Like I said, I'm not going to let that get to me. I've lost 135 pounds, which is incredible, and so I'm super proud of where I am. And so this week I'm just going to try and change things up a little bit to hopefully increase my numbers. I wanted to send a quick shout out to VSG Melissa. She's having her surgery today. I'm praying for you. I hope everything went well. I'm so excited to be able to watch your journey. I know you're going to do amazing. I just wanted to make sure and let her know that I'm definitely praying for her. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all of my YouTube subscribers. I'm so grateful for all of you for wanting to follow my journey. And here is to a brand new week with a clean slate, and hoping and praying that this week is a lot better than last week. So I'm at 195, and we are sitting there, and we are happy. And here is to another amazing week in Wonderland. I will see you guys next time. Bye.